Hey there everyone, what's going on and welcome back to our channel. After all the media reporting on Britney Spears, there's been a lot of light shed on the matter of conservatorships. In this video, we're taking a look at 5 celebrities who've had conservatorships. Number 5, Amanda Bynes. One celebrity that has gone under the radar when it comes to her conservatorship is Amanda Bynes. You might not know who she is, but she first gained fame after her role in The Amanda Show in the late 90s. She has since appeared in several movies, but she's had some setbacks as well. She suffers from bipolar disorder, and this was the reason why she was put under a conservatorship. She mostly stayed silent about her mother being in control of her life decisions. That wasn't until October of 2020. It was then that she brought up the topic to the public. She asked a judge to review her conservatorship under the premise that she could just visit a therapist weekly instead of paying exorbitant amounts of money going to a treatment center. But even though she pleaded publicly, she was denied and her conservatorship was prolonged and is still in effect today. Number 4, Brian Wilson. This is one case where a person's life was dramatically improved after being placed under a conservatorship, and that was the case of the Beach Boys' Brian Wilson. Back in the 60s, after getting a lot of fame for their music, he started doing drugs and generally acted strange in his private life. This resulted in his wife at the time consulting with a therapist who ended up severely mistreating him. Due to his conditions being new at the time, he was misdiagnosed, and as a result, he was given medicine that was extremely unsuitable to him. This deteriorated his health even further, but luckily during the 90s, one friend took notice of this all. He petitioned the court that he be placed under his conservatorship, and this ended up with him being cut off from the control of his therapist. This goes to show just how great of a friend he had that took command of the situation and made his life dramatically better. This is one of the very few cases that someone has actually benefited from a conservatorship, and at the age of 79, he is leading a good life. Number 3, Casey Kasem. One celebrity that has unfortunately passed away while being under a conservatorship was Casey Kasem. He was a big personality in the radio business, and due to his declining health, he was placed under the conservatorship of his wife. He had unfortunately been diagnosed with both Parkinson's disease and dementia, and as such, he was judged as being unable to make sound decisions in his life. This was another conservatorship that faced a lot of scrutiny. During the conservatorship, his wife denied him from seeing his children since she was the stepmother of those children. After this, they even went to a judge to get his conservatorship changed, but that didn't come to fruition. Several news outlets reported on this case, and at the time became one of the most talked about conservatorships. In the end, due to his underlying health conditions, he passed away in 2014. Number 2, Joni Mitchell. There's no rule that says conservatorships have to be inherently bad, and one case that reflects this is that of Joni Mitchell. She is 78 years old, and as such, she requires various types of care for her health. This all started when an incident at her home left her unconscious. While on the way to the hospital, it was discovered that she had a brain aneurysm. Due to this condition, the decision was made that she be put into a conservatorship. Interestingly, she was put under the care of her friend Leslie Morris. Since then, she's made a few public appearances, and she was last seen in a wheelchair. But overall, her situation looks suitable given the condition she's in medically. Number 1, Randy Meisner. Another musician that has made headlines for being under a conservatorship is Randy Meisner. His story is filled with tragedy and heartbreak, and it all started when he lost his wife back in April of 2016. Since he had been married for so long, it was mentally hard on him to accept her sudden passing. One of the most tragic details of this case is the fact that he asked a judge himself to be put under a conservatorship, and due to the circumstances, the judge obliged. His friend Arthur Ford was chosen as his conservator, but some people disagreed with this decision. But even after a few disagreements, nothing has changed in this case. Randy is another celebrity that's under a conservator to this day. These were 5 celebrities who've had conservatorships. This goes to show that many people are under such difficult conditions, and more should be done about this issue. That brings us to the end of our video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and do remember to hit that bell so you don't miss out on future videos. If you appreciated the content, then go ahead and leave us a like, and until next time, take care and goodbye.